Hello. Welcome to another Marketing Clarity live stream. Super pumped to have you here. Today, I am talking about SEO. So maybe instead of saying hello, I should be saying SEO to you. That seems cheesy. So we're not going to do that. You know what? Let's cancel that. We're not going to do that. Let's re-roll this back. Welcome. If you're new, if you've been here before, if this is your first time, if actually this is your first time checking out a live stream, even if you're not watching it live. So if you're watching it live or watching it in the replay, throw hello in the comments. I'd love to see your beautiful shining Facebook face in here. So let me know, say hello, right? So every week or so, I've been trying to do these weekly. I come to you with some very helpful tips, strategies, advice, trainings as it relates to marketing and digital marketing. All of this predicated around, let me just tell you, you get so much more with our Marketing Clarity program. I'll talk more about that later. But today, you're here. I'm here. Well, you're here because you would like to learn about how search engines work. Why is that important? Well, it's important because it's a foundational piece of SEO. Understanding how search engines work is, I feel like a prerequisite. If this was SEO University, it's like a prereq to even getting into SEO 101, getting into what even SEO is, and then moving into what can I do? How do I do it? How do I improve my SEO? How do I work it? So today I'm walking you through it. If you have questions, toss them in the comments. Again, whether you're watching live or on the replay, if you have questions, hit me up. Let me know in the comments. So let's get rolling on SEO and how search engines work. So here is, I think, an important basic. When it comes to marketing and digital marketing, I think you should know by now, but if you're new here, it's very important to keep things, I think, to start as simple as possible because it can get very confusing. It can get overwhelming. I'm not going to use any super fancy words. And if I do use super fancy words and I don't explain them, you can call me out in the comments. So SEO 101. What is SEO? Well, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. And that is the practice of increasing the quantity and quality of traffic to your website through organic search engine results. Now, it's intentional here that I have some words highlighted: quantity, quality, and organic. These are the building blocks of SEO. And understanding that each one of these is very important and they all come together. So when it comes to quantity of traffic, search engines can send more traffic to your site if they know what it's about. This is like the most dumbed down, simple explanation of SEO. If they know and understand what your site's about, they can send more traffic to you. Common misconception is that, particularly when it comes to ads, but also with organic, here's what Google's business is this: providing users with the most relevant and useful links, answers, information, content related to their query, related to what they put in. And I want you to understand this because people think that even with ads, which we're not talking about today, but let's talk about organic, that Google has some sort of vested interest. The vested interest for Google is user experience. Here's a great example. Let's say I was looking for roller skates. I am not, by the way. I cannot roller skate. I'm not looking for them. But let's say I was. And I typed in roller skates. And Google gave me ice cream cones in the results. I would say, A, I like ice cream. It's great. But B, what the hell? I'm not looking for ice cream cones. I'm looking for roller skates. And I would leave Google that day, that search, maybe forever. Because I'd say every time, hey guys, sitting around having a beer, things that dudes do, I've heard. I don't know. I'm not a dude, so I am a dude, but I'm not like a dude. Like, yeah, guys, have you done a search on Google recently? Like, I don't get anything relevant to what I'm searching for. Yeah, me too. You wouldn't use it. And you know what? Google doesn't want you to not use it. This is important stuff, guys. This is foundational, basic SEO. But that brings me back to this. Quantity of traffic by itself is not enough. And actually, by itself may not be all that useful. Because that is where you have to tie in quality of traffic. So they can better match search queries with relevant websites. So let's say I sold roller skates and I optimized my site so that Google knew that I talk about roller skates and I sell roller skates. Well, the person searching for roller skates is going to find me and they're going to say, whoa, this is a great resource. This is related to what I was looking for. So relevant traffic, which is high quality, is important here. A lot of traffic that is irrelevant to people doesn't help you. A little traffic that is relevant to people, that can help you a little bit, but not as much as a lot of traffic that is very relevant. If you're getting this, if you're liking this, drop a 1 in the comments. Got it. Tell me in the comments, is this helpful stuff? Like this, maybe this is a total eye-opener for you when it comes to SEO. Now, the third component of what SEO is, organic. These are non-paid results. When you go to Google search, the top 3 are usually ads. They are marked as such, ads. We're not going to talk about that a lot today, maybe for another day. So this is SEO deals exclusively with organic results, non-paid. You're not paying for the placement. Okay? All right. If you're good, tell me in the comments. Good. Whether you're watching live, whether you're watching in the replay, you're good. You're good. Tell me good. On we go. Okay. So, how search engines work. This is the biggie why you guys are here today. Understanding this. But it's important, like I said, to understand, like building blocks, training wheels, just like tricycle. That's what I call it. Okay. How search engines work. Well, now I'm going to use Google. Just understand Google is interchangeable pretty much for all search engines. But as we record this, Google has pretty much a stranglehold on search. I don't think that's necessarily from a digital marketer, I think Google does good work. When it comes to all this other stuff, who knows? But let's just say, if I say Google, just know this pretty much does explain and talk about all the other search engines, but Google is king right now. So we have the World Wide Web. Look at that. That's the World Wide Web. Actual photo, an actual selfie that the web took of itself. And on that web, you have websites, maybe like yours, probably like yours. Yours is one of these. And what Google does is Google has crawlers, web crawlers. We can call them spiders, perhaps Spidermans, if you prefer. Steve Spidermans. And what they do is they go out into the web and they go to websites and they gather up information. They gather up everything they can from websites, right? They look at the code and they say, okay, the titles and the copy and the codes and things like that. Okay, okay, great. Rollerskates.com. It's about roller skates. It's not about ice cream cones. What a weird example. My examples sometimes go crazy. They're usually food related, so I got half food related in that we're talking about ice cream cones and roller skates. I know a lot about ice cream cones. I don't know a lot about roller skates. But okay, rollerskates.com. Oh, it's all about roller skates. And they have images and they have pictures and they give tips and okay, great. Spiders collect all that stuff. Then what they do, they come back home. They come back to Google and they say, hey, Google, look at all this. Look at all this information I got about rollerskates.com. And Google creates what's called an index from that. It creates essentially a snapshot, if you will. And this is how Google is able to generate lightning fast results, is because they have aspects of your site already indexed, kind of saved, if you will. Like I said, they've taken a picture of your website, they take it back and they put it in their, this is going to date me even for digital marketing. They put it in their Rolodex. You guys know what a Rolodex is? Oh, okay. They put it in there. And then when someone searches for something related, they say, oh, I know someone. Hit me, whoop, pull out. And then that's how you land in the search results. This is how search engines, very simply, this is not meant to be a full technological breakdown. Maybe again for another day. That's really mostly for my SEO clients, of how Google and search works. So I think it's helpful to also understand that if you don't make the paths clear, or you have no paths, or you have bad data, if you will, that the spiders, when they go out into the world, into the web, they may skip over you. They may miss you. So that's why you're not coming up higher, not coming up at all, having bad results, no results. You have no idea how many results. That's where SEO comes in, to help make those paths very clear, and then also to build up the information that Google knows about you. Now, here's a good example. Many of you out there, you're all creative business owners if you're in this group. So you have been to a networking event. I know a lot more of them have moved to kind of digital or virtual, but you've been to a networking event with other business owners, maybe a chamber of commerce event, that kind of thing, right? And you go there and you meet people, you shake the hands, you learn about what they do. And the hope there being is that when you tell people about what you do, that they now know about you, but you have also occupied space in their mind so that when and if they come across someone who maybe needs your service, or ask them, hey, do you know anyone that sells roller something? Oh, man, my son, he's really into like roller skating right now. I just can't find. Oh, hey, I met this guy at this chamber of commerce. He sells roller. Guys, please don't misunderstand. I do not sell roller skates. This example is taken over. But that they know you and you know them. And when they know more about you, maybe have more interactions with you, they learn more, but also you establish more credibility with them. Oh yeah, I know this guy. He's a super awesome dude. I went and grabbed lunch with him. Like, he really knows his stuff. He's very passionate about it. He helped my son. Like, you build this relationship, and that makes that referral all the more possible, but also all the better. Okay. Take this example and apply it to search. But here, the person, the thing referring, the referrer is Google. And so when someone comes to Google and says, hey, Google, I'm looking for someone, buy new roller skates. If you're just joining, welcome to the SEO Clarity. If this is your first time, holler at me in the comments. Let me know. Hello. Oh, got some new viewers. Say hello in the comments. This is your first time. Love to see you. I'd love to see your beautiful face come up. There's something in the comments if you want to allow StreamYard access also. But welcome, welcome, welcome. So getting back to my example, Google is the referrer. And if they know more about you, if they have had a relationship with you over time, if they have more information about you, if they see that you are knowledgeable about this subject, they are going to refer you. And they do that in the results. Roller skates, roller skate shop. Oh, Google. Hey, yeah, I know a guy. Let me go in the Rolodex, pull up that index, boom. Result number 1, result number 2, result number 3, result number 500. We don't want to be result number 500. That's not a good result. Okay? This is why SEO is important, and this is how it fundamentally works. Now, this is oftentimes when I work with people, I talk about SEO factors. I hate to pull a radio like tease on you, but we're not going through that today. This was to go through how search works, what SEO is. I have recently launched an SEO bootcamp. If you're interested in learning more about an SEO bootcamp, it's a 4 to 5 week, depends on kind of where you're at, but bootcamp program gets you up and started on the basics. Drop bootcamp in the comments. Bootcamp in the comments if you want to learn more, and I'll reach out to you directly. Now, if you are at this point where you're like, yeah, I think I need SEO, but man, I think I need a lot more other stuff too. I'm just getting started. I'm not really sure. You know where I'm going to go with this. It is Marketing Clarity. This is my coaching program. And if you're interested in SEO, and if you want to learn content and identify content and learn about your audience and get company clarity and customer clarity and content clarity, all this stuff informs your SEO. So I can help you with that. We should talk. If you're interested, comment SEO clarity, and I will reach out to you and we can chat. Listen, I'm not a pushy salesman. If you're at this point where you need and want help and you're ready to work on your business instead of in your business, that's where I can help. And if SEO is in the mix or you think it could be, then Marketing Clarity will help you with so much more than that. And I'm here to help. So SEO Clarity, if you want to learn more, about that boot camp, which is 4 to 5 weeks, it's kind of an introduction to SEO, drop boot camp in the comments. And that is this week's live stream. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you're watching either live or on replay, let me know if you thought this was helpful. Would love to hear from you in the comments. And until I talk to you next time, you know what I do. You should know by now. I encourage you to keep pedaling.